That does not matter. I have Unseen Fist. You're gonna take some damage. I outspeed the Koraidon. Okay, I don't... What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. Got a team that I actually made around Mewtwo I'm going to be featuring for you guys today. Mewtwo is also legal with the restricted single format, and I don't think it's really that good of a mon. I really like Mewtwo as a mon, like it's a really cool mon, but I think it's one of those things that it's just really difficult to make work right now, and you gotta really try to build around this thing to try to make it work. And I honestly don't think this is actually the format for Mewtwo, especially when Calyrex Shadow has like a 99% pick rate or something crazy probably, so... I'm going to talk about it later on in the video, but like just judging going based off like the ranked matches I've been playing, like the entire format is legit like the same 5 mons. Like same top 4. I think there's the 4 that like have a way higher usage than all the other restricteds, and you have like number 5, which I think is probably like Miraidon. But like there's 4 other ones that like are legit the only ones everybody's playing right now, and you don't really see anything else. Mewtwo is one that you don't see at all, and we're going to see kind of why. I tried to build a team around this thing. I think I did a pretty good job. I wanted to build a team around Mewtwo anyways and try to showcase it because it's one of my favorite legendaries, one of the OGs, even though I do think it's power crept and I could use some major buffs. But one of the major things actually has going for is like it's the top 4, or the 4th highest special attack restricted in the game out of the current restricted that are actually legal. So that's kind of cool. It's a mono psychic type, has a really, really good move pool. Apart from that, like, I don't know, it has decent stats, okay defensive stats. It can live neutral hits, but like a super collective hit, it just usually gets one-shotted by, so, I don't know. I'm kind of break this team down for you guys. Rental code up in the corner. I should have a paste for this team down below in the description, probably at the bottom of the description if you guys want to use this team. This team got me to around about 1250, 1300 on Showdown. Nothing really crazy, but at the same time, like, every single team I've made so far, I have not been able to make a single team that's gotten above like 1350 on Showdown, and I think it's a real problem with the format, and like it's one of the things I really don't care about for this format, for like the restricted format so far, and one of the things I really fucking hate, and I feel like I'm just really like pigeonholed and like restricted, no pun intended, like team building wise. I think there's a lot of the reasons why like some of my teams are struggling, because I like to use a lot of other like cooler stuff or like cooler sets on some of my stuff, and if you're not using like the cookie cutter like copy paste down to the EV like correct stuff for this format, like you just get smoked and you get fucking destroyed by everybody. Everybody's running rental teams, everybody's just running like pro player or like top VGC rental teams, and the ones that aren't are pretty much copying pasting like top teams and then like switching 1 or 2 mons or like some movesets out on them and then calling it their own team. That's pretty much what people are doing right now. It's even worse than Regulation F was. That's an entire different video, but I'll throw a timestamp on screen for you guys right now if you guys want to just skip to the battles. I'm going to kind of break this team down for you guys, kind of my thought process and kind of what everything that really does on this team. We got the Mewtwo on this team. Mewtwo is really cool. It has the nerve, so if you happen to run into that random Citrus Berry Incineroar for some reason, it can't pop a Citrus, and that means it's a guaranteed 2-hit KO with Aura Sphere, so that's kind of cool. Side Strike is a really cool move. It's a base 100 power psychic type move that does defensive damage. It's still a special move, but it takes your defense into calculation when you're actually using the move instead of special defense like Psychic or that type of thing. Shadow Ball is there for Calyrex. Aura Spheres mainly there's for the Steel types. Arclodon, Incineroar, King Gambit's really common, walls the shit out of you. It's for that, just mainly for coverage. It's stuff for super effective damage. You need coverage on Mewtwo for Incineroar, otherwise it gets walled by it. So you're forced to run Aura Sphere, you're forced to run Shadow Ball for Calyrex. Otherwise you get one-shotted in return by it most of the time if you don't Defensive Terra. And you need it for like a bunch of other stuff, Flutter Mane and a few other things. It's 2-hit KO on. Side Strike's also really good. If it's really, I think actually one-shots, I think Side Strike one-shots a lot of like neutral stuff too. It depends on a lot of builds, but it is really powerful. It can one-shot like a lot of stuff neutrally that isn't really most defensive, bulky, so. Got the Urshifu on this team with the Terra Poison. The Terra Normal on Mewtwo, by the way, is just mainly for Calyrex too. It's like a kind of a ghost counter to either Flutter Mane or Calyrex. That's why it's Terra Normal. Got the Urshifu Terra Poison just mainly to get rid of that fairy weakness. Focus Sash is a really standard set, just overall, it's really standard Focus Sash for Shifu. We're not going to talk about it very much. Speed Booster, Flutter Mane with Icy Wind, 3 attacks, and Protects to release standard set with Terra Fairy. Not really too much to talk about. Just overall, just offensive Ogerpon, mainly for like Kyogre teams and kind of more rain teams, kind of what you're going to be bringing into. But it was like when I did make this team, Kyogre was being played a lot, and you were seeing a lot of more rain teams. But like at least when I've been playing this team recently, like nobody's using Kyogre at all. Actually, everybody's using Koraidon, and Ogerpon doesn't do shit into a lot of the Koraidon teams. So I don't know how to feel about that at all, because I think that's kind of a little outdated with this team. Just kind of going based off what everybody's using currently. Still there though if you happen to run in that type of stuff, and it's still good into a few things. I got the Choice Scarf Chiyu, outspeeds Calyrex and a bunch of other stuff. Flutter Mane, there's a bunch of other stuff that outspeeds, can either this one shot or do a shit ton of damage too. So overall, really solid one. I got the Terra Fire there just for more damage. It's got to be looking out though, just because people like to throw up Rain Dance. There's a few other things that people like to do versus you. Either they like to go for like defensive Terra. A lot of Calyrex Ice are actually running either Terra Fire or Terra Water. So you got to look out for that as well, and they just one-shot you in return and get a free boost. That's one problem I've had, so got to look out for that. And I got the Whimsicott with the Covert Cloak. More of a supportive set. I actually have Misty Terrain on here. Another thing with this team is, when I had this team like originally made, Miraidon was also way more common, and I think Miraidon's dropped off a significant amount currently. I haven't really seen it that much. I still think it's still being played a decent amount, but like compared to like both Calyrex and like Koraidon and Terrapagos, I think it's probably like the 5th most played restricted currently, but even then you don't see it really nearly as much as you did before. So Misty Terrain was there to just get rid of Terrain. It still can do that if you're going against like Size Spam teams that you don't want to deal with, or like Grassy Terrain teams for like Rillaboom so they can't get a boost, or like use Grassy Glide. It can still do that type of stuff, or like reduce Dragon type damage if they have like a Dragon Cheer Dragon team or something. It has a few niche uses, but that's mainly what it was for. Not as common as it was, so it's a little bit less useful. It's kind of what it's there for. Tailwind, Encore, just Moonblast is overall perfect. That's really standard set, so it's kind of the rundown of the team. If you guys have any questions, let me know how you guys do with the team. If you guys want to use this team, let me know how you guys do. I know there's some other content creators that also like to use teams, so if you guys want to use a team, by all means, go use the team. Let me know how you guys do. Just give me a shout out in the video or some credit in the description or whatever. That'd be great. Apart from that, I'm going to get into some games. Top into some. Alright, we got a game. My opponent's actually running a really cool team. He actually has the Dragapult, Bramblegast, Sableye, Whimsicott, Frigoraph, and Riolu. So level 36 Riolu, what the... Okay. Is that supposed to be like a prankster Riolu? And is there a reason why it's level 36? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't see any reason here like why I just don't bring Shiyu Flutter Mane lead. Like why... I mean, I guess I can go... I think instead of Flutter Mane here, actually, I can actually go Whimsicott so I can match his Tailwind. That's kind of the only thing I'm kind of scared of, because I think with a Tailwind, the Dragapult will outspeed the Chiyu. So if he does bring Tailwind, I kind of got to match his Tailwind. That's what I kind of need here. I'll bring Flutter Mane. It's still really good into him. I don't think he's going to bring Riolu. If he does, it's fine, because I have like plenty of stuff for that. I'm just going to kind of go based off the 5 of the other mons that he's probably going to bring. Kind of prepare for all those. I don't know. Funny enough, I don't think the Mewtwo is actually the greatest here, because he has a lot of ghost types. I think actually Urshifu is the best pick here if I actually want to win. I mean, I guess I can bring Mewtwo because I have Shadow Ball. But like I'm also a Psychic type, so I'm taking super effective damage from a lot of them. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'll keep on bringing you guys' way. Got a few more teams I'm going to be featuring. I got a team around regular Kyurem that I'm going to feature for you guys. And then I got a team around Dialga Origin that I'll be featuring for you guys here in the next few days. Apart from that, though, I'm kind of running out of stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions and stuff you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. So it leads with Dragapult and the Sableye here. I don't see any drawback just going for like Dark Pulse here onto the Dragapult and just going for Tailwind. Actually, I'm choiced. You could actually also have a Quash, but like that doesn't affect the Chiyu because I'm Dark type. If he is Prankster, so I'm just going to Moonblast here. I don't think I even need Tailwind. What Terra are you? Terra Stellar. Okay, that's scary. You don't outspeed me though. I'm scarfed. You don't outspeed me. Oh, I fake out. I forgot. Now he probably kills me actually. Dragon darts. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I don't know. Usually Sableye doesn't even run fake out. Like I wasn't even prepared for that at all. I just lost the Chi-Yu. Lost the Chi-Yu turn 1. That's bad. Moonblast almost kills Sableye though, so that's fine. Eject button, okay. Kind of a shitty turn 1 for me though. I lost one of my best things versus him. He brought the Riolu. He actually brought it, okay. Whatever then. I mean, what the fuck is the what, coaching? Is he going for Prankster coaching here? Is that what this shit is? Because, like, now I got double fairy types out, so, like, you ain't doing shit to me. And, like, I can go Terra Fairy here if I really want to, just to try to one-shot the Dragapult. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm actually going to go Terra, I'm going to go Terra Fairy here. I'm going to go Terra Fairy to get rid of the Dragapult. He is Life Orb, so he's not Sash. I don't know. I mean, I can go for Tailwind here, too, but I'm Speed Booster, so I think I should outspeed him. I'm just going to go for a Moonblast here onto the Riolu and get it out of here, unless he's Sash. I don't know why he's level 36. I think he should get that up to level 50 at the very least, if he still wants to use this thing, but I don't know how much it really matters if it's going to be dead, like, no matter what, in, like, one turn anyways, even if it has Sash. I'm going to sack the Sableye off, okay. Lucky for him, I do not have Dazzling Gleam on this Flutter Mane. I'm only running Moonblast for more damage. If I had Dazzling Gleam, I'd probably get a double KO here. Heck, okay. It's fine, I don't care. So I'm kind of going to trade here. I'm going to get rid of Sableye, kind of a trade for the Chi-Yu, but I think the Chi-Yu is way more valuable than Sableye is to him, so still kind of down and out here. I can actually Encore him into this too. Like I can Encore the Riolu into Protect here if I really want to, and kind of make it useless. Dry Grass. What's that? Oh, Brambleghast. Okay. I don't know if you one-shot me though. Like, what do you one-shot me with? You don't one-shot me with anything. I'm gonna Encore you into Protect. I should outspeed you, even if you're Prankster. He goes for Protect. Okay, now I can double Encore him in. I'm gonna double Encore him in on this next turn. I think that just wraps the game up. I don't know, like, he's gonna be forced to, like, go for double Protect here. Like, I just attack the Brambleghast again on this next turn. Like, I'm just gonna attack him again. If he goes into Dragapult, like, he's dead, so I don't know what he does here. He's going to switch into the Dragapult. That's fine. With a speed boost, I outspeed him. So, like, I'm not afraid of him at all. That was really risky, too, there. If I would have went after the... Okay. He goes for Protect himself. Okay. I don't know why he would do that. I guess he wants to get locked into Protect. It's a one-shot. Flutter Mane is such a threat into his team, too. He has a really bad, like, Ghost and Fairy weakness on his team. That's kind of the one thing I'm seeing in the team preview from his team as well. He's really weak to Fairy and Ghost. Like, Flutter Mane just destroys this guy. Kind of why I wanted to kind of full send it here. Wasn't the Riolu again. Okay. I mean, I just Moonblast here. I don't really care what I do here. I don't give a shit what the Riolu wants to do. Like, I really don't care. Like, he can't go for any Dragon-type move because I have 2 Fairies on the field, so I don't care. I'm just going to Moonblast into Riolu if he somehow... He just surrenders. He's like, oh yeah, there's no way I win. With you having Encore, like, I'm assuming the Riolu probably doesn't have an attacking move. That's why he surrendered there. Because he knows, like, the Riolu, like, he gets going to get locked into Protect or, like, some type of move and he just loses there anyways. And, like, the Dragapult just gets a one-shot. So I think that was pretty much game at that point anyways. I don't think there was any way he would win. He didn't even know my last Mon either, which was Urshifu, which would have destroyed both of those, so not bad. I'll take the dub. Kind of a shorter game, so I'll probably throw an extra match in this video for you guys. See you guys in another game. Alright, we went from Prankster Riolu Cheese to this. Now we're going against a copy-paste rental, so that's going to be fun. I actually haven't seen Torkoal very much either. I'm surprised this guy's actually running Torkoal alongside Koraidon, because I think Torkoal's really fallen off, just mainly because it doesn't really do as much damage to a lot of the... Like compared to a lot of the stuff that's more being played right now, there's like a lot of better fire types than just resist fire types. Outspeed and just kill it if it's not under Trick Room, so I don't think Torkoal's really the greatest anymore. One has the Koraidon, Rillaboom, Torkoal, Walking Wake, Flutter Mane, and Incineroar, so what do I do here? I kind of want to lead Mewtwo. Here. Mewtwo, Flutter Mane looks really good here. I'll bring the Chi-Yu in the back. I'm not going to lead with it because I think Incineroar is kind of a threat for it, so I don't want to really bring it there. And it outspeeds like his entire team. It does solid damage, apart from the Koraidon, but like, if I can get a Terra out of the Koraidon and make him like Terra Fire or something else, I can hit him with Dark Ball still. Also want to bring here, I think I'll bring Urshifu is pretty good here. I don't see Whimsicott really doing anything in this game. It just gets one-shotted by every... Like, I can do one thing, I get like a Tailwind or something up, but it just gets one-shotted by everything else in return on his team. His entire team, like, one-shots in return. Doesn't pay bringing it that much, and same with the Ogerpon. If he has Sun Up, it doesn't really do anything. Kind of why I don't really care for the Ogerpon on this team anymore, because, like, Koraidon's just so common, so if you guys do use this team, that's kind of one thing to keep in consideration. That's probably one thing I would probably change with this team. I would actually get rid of the Ogerpon and probably throw something else onto this team. I actually think like a Suicune or something would be pretty good on this team instead. Like some other water type, maybe a Blipper. I don't know. Blipper is pretty good currently. So he leads with this. I'm just going to protect here. I'm actually going to double protect on this turn. Actually, do I need to double protect here? I don't know. Because like he can't fake out the Flutter Mane here though. I mean, I can try to see what he wants to do. If he goes for knockoff, it's not going to do much because I'm booster. So I'm just going to move and blast into the Incineroar here. I'm not really too scared of the Rillaboom because I have Chi-Yu in the back, so I don't really care. Grassy Glide, okay. What I want to do here is I want to get him to... If he's Citrus Berry, like I can get him down to a decent amount of health. He goes for knockoff. He does not want the Mewtwo here. He wants to get this Mewtwo out of here. I think from this range, I guess not with those recovery. It's going to be really close. It depends on his build here, actually. It depends on his build if an Aura Sphere actually gets him from this range, and I can actually get a KO here. I don't know if I just double into... I'm going to double into the Incineroar again. If he switches, that's fine. I don't care. Grassy Glide, whatever. That does a... Is that Bandit? Wow, that does a lot of damage. He can't activate Citrus now, but goodbye, get out of here, I'll take that KO. That's huge too, because that's one thing that actually walls Chi-Yu late game. So getting the Incineroar out of here, that's great. Mewtwo's really low now though, because I'm pretty much dead to a Grassy Glide. I don't know if that's banded damage, because that does way too much damage. It's like 75% to me. Unless he's like fully offensive with like Miracle Seed. I don't know. I mean, I guess he couldn't be banned, because he probably went for Fake Out on the first time. I forgot what he went for. I don't think he's banned. He might be Miracle Seed, with how much damage it does. He has his own Flutter Mane. He's not Speed Booster. I'm just going to Protect again. It's going to be Speed. It's actually, I don't know. I think the Flutter Mane actually outspeeds the Mewtwo here, actually. I have Urshifu in the back, so like I just need damage on him. I need damage on the Flutter Mane here. So a Sucker Punch can take him out if I want to bring it in on this next turn. Grassy Glide. He does not want this Mewtwo on the field. He does not want to go against this thing. He's scared. I don't think it's going to one-shot him, though. Yeah. Can he one-shot me in return, though? He does. Oh, is that might be Specs. That might actually be Specs Flare Main, and if he actually one-shots me there. So I'm assuming that's Specs, so he's Speed Booster Specs. That's what that is. I think I should go in, I'm gonna go into Urshifu here. I'm gonna go into their Shifu. I'm gonna actually make a really crazy play here. I think he's actually gonna go for Grassy Glide again. So I'm actually gonna keep the Mewtwo around, and I'm actually gonna make the swap into the Chi-Yu here. And then I'm just gonna go for Sucker Punch onto the Flutter Mane. I think even from this range, if he goes Terra Fairy, it should take him out from this range. This is a really ballsy play too, because if he goes for like Wood Hammer, I'm gonna take so much damage. And like I need to get rid of the Flutter Mane here if he does a lot of damage to the Chi-Yu on the way in. Like, I can probably lose the game off this turn. He's gonna double out. What, is he gonna get his son up? Bruce Lee. That's Cryogon. Okay. Thanks for the free sun. I appreciate the free sun, bud. Oh, he's actually a special attack booster. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're gone. I don't care about that. I think the only main, like, shitty thing here now is, though, like, he comes in right here and, like, he's able to go for Fake Out onto the Chi-Yu. And, like, I think a Collision Course probably just one-shots me, even if it's, like, neutral damage if I go Terra Fire. So it's either, like, what I have to do here is it's either I sack the Mewtwo off, or, like, I just switch the Chi-Yu out, or, like, I just let the Chi-Yu go down here and let the Mewtwo come in. I'm not sure which one I think I'm going to sack the Mewtwo off here. I'm going to sack the Mewtwo off. Yeah, I think he has one more turn of terrain, right? Yeah, he's one more turn of terrain, so if I can get rid of terrain, it should be pretty good. I'm just going to detect here. He's probably going to go Terra on something, too. The Urshifu just doesn't really do much here, like, that's the problem. Like, I gotta make this, like, a 2v1, or, like, force a Terra or something out of him. Because the Chi-Yu and the Urshifu don't really do much into the Cryogon here. He goes for Fake Out, okay. Does he double into the... He doesn't even double into the Mewtwo, okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, that's good. That's great, okay. So now he has no Grassy Glide. I'm gonna go for Psy Strike. He might Terra here, but if I somehow live, or he doesn't attack me, I'm gonna go for Psy Strike. And then... I just mainly need damage on the Rillaboom here. It's kind of what I really need, so I'm gonna go for some damage. I have Chi-Yu in the back. He protects, that doesn't matter. That does not matter. I have Unseen Fist. You're gonna take some damage. I outspeed the Cryogon. Okay, I don't... What the fuck? Okay. I did not expect to outspeed him, because Cryogon... Mewtwo, if you guys know, Mewtwo is 130 base speed. Cryogon is 135, so... Unless he's running Adamant, that's all I can think of. If he's... Because I'm running Timid Mewtwo. I'm max speed Timid on this Mewtwo, so if he's running max speed Adamant, I think I can actually outspeed him. I think that's maybe what it is. So that came down to, like, natures there. Either that or he's not, like, full max speed, which I wouldn't be surprised either. Wow, I think he just surrenders. I don't know how he brings this one back now. It's gonna be a tough game for him to win now with his one Mon. I think he surrenders. Yeah, he surrenders. Not bad. I think I still would have won that, though, because I have a full health Chi-Yu in the back with Terra Fire. And, like, in the sun, Terra Fire, like... Heat Waves and Flamethrowers are still going to be doing a shit ton, even if it's resisted on Cryogon. So. It'll be pretty good. Not bad. I'll take the dub. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we got another Cryogon team. This is why I'm telling you guys. The entire ladder, even like casuals, it is just the same 4 or 5 restrictions every single game. Nobody else is using, like, anything out of the ordinary. It's just the same 4 or 5 ones. Cryogon being one of those. Cryogon, Calyrex, both the Calyrexes, Terrapagos, and then Miraidon once in a while. That is all people are using. I don't see anybody else even using, like, Kyogre or Groudon anymore, like any of the other restricteds at all. Just really weird. Because I think there are some other ones that actually are pretty viable, and just nobody's using them at all. Either because they get wrecked by Cryogon, or they get wrecked by Calyrex, or they get wrecked by a combo of, like, Miraidon, Calyrex, and, like, Terrapagos. Kinda why. So my opponent has the Skeleturge, Cryogon, Glamora, Psychic terrain. I actually want to get rid of his terrain, so I'm gonna bring the Whimsicott here because I want to get rid of his terrain. One thing I want to do here. What else I'm gonna bring? I'm gonna bring Chiyu. Chiyu is really good here. I'm gonna bring the Flutter Mane's really good. I'm gonna bring Mewtwo in the back. I think that's my play here. I could bring Urshifu. Urshifu is also really good into his team, but I think Mewtwo is a little bit better. As long as I can keep the Trick Room off the field. He just straight up leads. He doesn't even bother leading terrain, so this doesn't really do much for me at all. I mean, I'm choice, but like he's probably speed booster. Yeah, he's speed booster, so if he's speed booster, he outspeeds me anyways. So, I mean, I guess I have Tailwind, so I can still outspeed him here if I really want to, but like, is it really worth even staying in here? I just don't have any switching to Cryogon. Like, that's the main problem with this team too. Like, if I have a bad lead into a Cryogon team, you really don't have any switches. Like, I can try to predict like a Collision Course here and go into the Flutter Mane, but if he just goes for like Flare Blitz or even like a Flame Charge, it takes so much damage. So I'm in a really bad spot. And I could have forced a Terra out of him here if I really wanted to, but I'm just gonna get my Tailwind up here. I think I'm gonna get my Tailwind. I'm actually gonna go Terra Fire here, and I'm gonna go for Heat Wave. I just have nothing to switch in. Like, I gotta try to make a play, and I don't want my Flutter Mane taking so much damage. If I make it wrong, like, I just automatically lose if I do that. Tailwind. I think the Whimsicott probably drops here if I were to guess. He's probably gonna just one-shot me. Of course I missed the Cryogon. I missed some crucial damage I need. If I can get the one-shot the Flutter Mane, that'd be great. Okay, good. I'll take the miss if I can get the one-shot. That's fine. Fire Blast. I'm gone. That is a... Okay, I'll admit, this is the first special Cryogon I've seen. I have not seen special Cryogon yet. That's a new one. That actually just makes sense because Incineroar is so common. So if you want to run special Cryogon, you can get away with it, and you won't be intimidated, and you have to run Clear Amulet. So I guess that makes sense. I have Tailwind up now too, so I'm going to go into Mewtwo here, and I'm going to force a Terra out of him. If he doesn't Terra, then he dies, so... Fire Boy, what's that? Skeleturge? Oh, that's Armor Rogue, okay. That's actually kind of a problem, actually. Armor Rogue's kind of a problem, because he actually has a... He has a Flash Fire, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm actually going to Shadow Ball the Armor Rogue here. I'm going to Shadow Ball the Armor Rogue, and then I'm just going to go for Heat Wave again. Actually, I might actually switch here. I don't know. I don't want the Flutter Mane taking damage, though, because like it's really good into him late game. I'm just going to go for Heat Wave. I don't care. See how much damage this actually does to the Cryogon. Yeah, I think that miss on turn 1, man, did that matter. Holy shit, did that matter. He's... What is that, Sash? He is Sash. I don't know, if he has Trick Room, he might win. Because if he can set up Trick Room here, he just outspeeds me because I have Tailwind up. That just... Collision Course just one-shots me with a neutral hit. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Armor Can... I'm dead. I'm dead. I think that miss, that 100% on turn 1, if I would have got a good damage roll there and I never missed, there was a chance I could have maybe killed the Cryogon here. It would have depended on the damage roll I got, because if I would have got a little bit higher of a damage roll, that would have been enough damage to get rid of him. Because in the sun, that looks like almost a 2-hit KO. So I'm assuming that was probably a damage roll if I wouldn't have missed. I don't think there's any way I win now. Like, I don't have Dazzling Gleam on here either, so, like, I'm fucked. Like, I don't think there's any way I win. Like, what do I even go after here? Like, I don't know what I mean, I can go for Moonblast. I guess I can go for Icy Wind. I don't know if that really does much for me, though. Like, I don't think that's going to take out the Cryogon. I think I'm still dead. I'm still dead to probably like a Flare Blitz or whatever, so... YOLO! I think I'm still dead. That's why I really don't care for regulation. Oh, he misses the Fire Blast. Okay, there's a small chance I can win. There is a small chance I can win. Depends on the last mon, though. Indeedy, oh, there's a small chance I can win the game. There is a small chance I can still win. And he's not even Psychic Terrain. What the fuck? Okay. I'm an Icy Wind again. If he's Terra Fire, though, I think he still wins, though. It depends if he's Terra Fire. If he's Terra Fire, he can still win. Yeah, he's Terra Fire. He's like, oh, no, you're not going to win versus me. I can't let that happen. Oh, he's just going to go for the Terra on the Indeedee, okay. Terra Psychic, I'm probably dead. If he has Psy Shock, it probably just one-shots me anyways, even without Terrain. Psychic. Do I live that? I live. Even with a crit, I live. Okay. Wow, that's great. I think I might actually just win now. I think a Shadow Wolf in this range gets the KO. I don't think you live this unless you're like max Spit F. Wow. I do not know how I won this one. I'm going to be real with you guys. I did not expect to win this one. I thought I lost. I legit thought I lost the game. He rage quits! He rage quits! What a fucking loser. Wow, you are such a fucking loser, bud. Okay. You know, I really don't know why he went Terra Psychic on the Indeedee there. I really don't, unless he thought that was going to kill. But like, what I'm really wondering is why he's running Indeedee on a team with Armor Rogue, and the Indeedee does not have Psychic Terrain. Or Psychic Surge. Why do you not have Psychic Surge Indeedee, and why are you running whatever else ability it has? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm going to be real, I think he probably deserved to lose that one. Even if he was Terra Fire like Koraidon there, which I don't know if he was, but if he was, he could have tried to predict like a Moonblast or even like an Icy Wind again. Because like my only way to win there was to try to Icy Wind and get rid of the Koraidon. So like he could have tried to predict that and go for Terra Fire, and he would have lived an Icy Wind and just one-shotted me back. So I don't know. I mean, I do admit like the Flare or the Fire Blast miss did suck, but I don't know if that would actually one-shot me because it was special. And Fluttermane has way better special defense than defense, so I don't know. I'd have to do that. Calc, it's in the sun too, and it's also a Koraidon, so I don't know, but depends on his build and everything. I'm assuming he was running mixed because he also was running physical moves, so he was probably more of a mixed build, so it probably wasn't max. So I probably would have lived. I don't know. Really depends. I could have went either way, but like at the same time, like he had all the chances to win there. I'm just assuming he never had what I thought he had, or like he just bad. I don't know. Bad player. If you rage quit like this, and especially in like your casual matches, when you screw up and you fuck up big time, just take the fucking L. Don't make a fucking fool out of yourself. It is so laughable. I don't know. I hate when people rage quit on me for like no reason. It's so annoying. On to the next game. Alright, we're here with another game. So instead of going against a Koraidon team, now we're going against Calyrex. Oh, this entire format's so fun. It is so fun. It's the same 3 or 4 things every fucking match. Oh, that's great. I'm probably the only person on the ladder using Mewtwo. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I haven't seen a Mewtwo in like weeks. I'm probably the only one using it. It's just really fucking pathetic. It really is. You gotta break the chains. You gotta make new boundaries, though. You gotta be one of the outcasts. Prove to everybody why Mewtwo is one of the best restricteds when it's probably not. One has the Raging Bolt, Calyrex, I'm falling asleep, blah blah blah. Incineroar, Indeedee, Oranguru, and Okidogi, okay. So what I do here is I lead, what do I do? I lead Urshifu, and I lead Chi-Yu here. That's what I bring. I'll bring Flutter Mane in the back. And I'll bring Mewtwo here. A lot of these games too, like I think the one major thing with the team would actually switch. I think I said it before, but I would switch the Ogerpon out. Like you guys notice, like a lot of these games, I don't even bother bringing the Ogerpon because either my opponent has a team that just shuts it down, it doesn't do anything, and they have like a bunch of checks to it, or like they have Sun and like my damage is reduced and I get walled by stuff like Koraidon and a bunch of other stuff, or I just get Intimidate spam to death. That's one thing I would actually switch out on this team. I don't know what other water type I'd throw on this team. Probably a water type or something else. I'm not sure. But I'd throw something else on this team for sure. Or even like a dragon type. A good dragon would be pretty good maybe. To round out the Fairy Dragon Steel Core or something. I mean, I guess I technically don't have a Steel type on this team either. But like I have Terra Steel on the Whimsicott, I guess. Technically, I do. I don't know if you're going to be using that much, though. Or a normal type. I guess a normal type wouldn't be too bad on this team either. There's a solid amount of normal types that are pretty good. So he leads with this. Shit. I don't know. I think what he wants to do here is he wants to try to set up Trick Room. That's what he really wants to do. So I'm going to try to get rid of the Oranguru and get this thing out of here. Get this shit out of here. I was gonna go take. Let me guess, Terra Fairy. I think this might be a rental too because I seen there was another popular team that I just go Terra Grass. I wish I would have went for Flamethrower. Oh, that would have been great. Because there was another rental team too that had Oranguru on it too. I don't think Wicked Blow one-shots him anymore. That doesn't even do half. I mean, the good thing here is... I don't know if there really is a good thing here, actually. I might go for close combat into the Incineroar if I really want to, but I think he just parting shots out. He probably parting shots out and he goes right into the... I don't know, either into the Indeedee or the Calyrex comes in here. He has Calyrex in the back. I'm assuming he has to have parting shot, because that's one way everybody sets up with Calyrex, is you parting shot out or Intimidate spam to death so it comes in. You can't do any damage to it and it just fucking sweeps you. Like a brain dead peon, that's how everybody plays it, so. I mean, I can choose my move again too since I got flinched, so I'm just gonna go for Heat Wave here. Withdraw. Here comes Calyrex. That's Okidoggy. Okay, that tells me it's Assault Vest Okidoggy. That's Assault Vest. Calyrex. Okay, that's good. Even though I'm at -1, it still should do a decent amount of damage. Close combat, how much that do? That does legit nothing. That does so fucking small amount of damage, I might as well just uninstall the game. Let me guess, you weak. Oh, I got the burn! Holy shit, the clutch burn. Is he Lum? He's not Lumberry either. Wow, what a clutch burn. That might actually save me the match, because I think if I didn't burn there, I probably would have just instantly lost. I think I just get swept now. Or if I never got the burn, I would have got swept. I mean, I'm at -1 here. I don't know. I don't even know what I do here. I think I'm just going to go for Wicked Blow to try to get rid of the Calyrex here. I think what he does here is he switches out and he brings the Incineroar back in to Intimidate spam me. Because he wants to keep the Calyrex around. And I kind of want to keep the Chi-Yu around here, and I kind of want to predict like either a Drain Punch or a Close Combat. So I'm going to go into the Flutter Mane. I don't need Flutter Mane really much anyways here. Oh, here comes Incineroar. Here comes the Incineroar in. Let me guess, there, show me Incineroar. Oh, there it is. Couldn't have seen that one a million miles away. Every Calyrex player, this is how they play the teams. He's wasting his Trick Room though, and I know his entire team now. He doesn't know my entire team though. Show me a Drain Punch, please. Please show me a Drain Punch here. I want to get this correct. Good. Finally something going my way. Wicked Blow is not going to do anything. No, that's at -1. That's just fucking garbage damage. I can just protect here, though. Dodge the fake out and protect. I don't know what he really... If he has to land like a Poison Jab or a Gunk Shot here to try to one-shot me, I can just double protect. What's his Trick Room turn? He has 2 Trick Room turns left. I know, the Mewtwo looks really good late game. The Mewtwo late game could probably clean up his team if I'm being real. Especially alongside the Chi-Yu if I can keep that around, so... I don't think I'm going to protect. I guess I could protect here. I don't know. I mean, I have Protect on Mewtwo as well, so I think I'm going to Protect here. I can let the Flutter Mane drop on this next turn. I can bring the Mewtwo in. I still have my Focus Sash too, which is really good here. Goes for Flare Blitz. Okay. I don't know if that'll one-shot me. It depends on his build if that one-shots. Poison Jab. He wants this thing out of here. He does not want the Flutter Mane in. He wants it out. Or maybe he doesn't think I'm Focus Sash or Shifu. If he doesn't, though, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just in close combat again. That's fine by me. And I'm going to Moonblast. He's probably actually AV Okidoggy here, so... And I just don't want to pop his Citrus Berry. And he gets the burn on me! Wow, this game sucks. Okay, he makes the prediction back into Chi-Yu. I don't know, that is a no damage. That is at -3, that does nothing. The Urshifu's gone. The Urshifu is so useless. Oh, I don't think that's Assault Vest. That's not Assault Vest damage. I was gonna say, I don't think that's Assault Vest. You took a shit time. If I would've knew that, I would've went after you earlier. Yeah, I mean, I just let the Urshifu drop here at this point. Like, I don't need it at all, so... It's fine. I do not need the Urshifu around at all. It's worthless. I'll close combat here, and then I'm just gonna go for Moonblast again. He's gonna withdraw. He's gonna keep it around. Okay. I mean, if I can get rid of the Calyrex too, like, that's one of his best, like, Trick Room abusers. So, like, if I can get rid of the Calyrex... Oh, he's gonna protect, okay. I just double into Calyrex on this next turn. If he wants to protect the Calyrex, it's fine. I don't care. It does nothing. That does so little damage. That's pathetic. The Urshifu had a tough game this match, because like I got Intimidate spammed to death, and I caught the 10% burn chance. I got the 10% burn off him on him with a Heat Wave, and then he got it on me. It's crazy how that shit works. Sometimes you gotta wonder, like, is it actually RNG, or, like, is the game actually rigged to make it, like, as even as possible sometimes, just with, like, RNG stuff. I Wicked Blow again. I just doubled into the Calyrex. I don't care. Get it out of here. I don't want to deal with it. Even if it starts setting up again, like, it can still get boosted. Still get boosted, and, like, it still start rolling again, so it's still a threat. There's nothing. Gets rid of the Flutter Mane, that's fine. I live on 10. Oh, that's surprising. I didn't think I was going to live that. I wish he would just get rid of the Urshifu, because, like... Now, I mean, it doesn't do anything for me at all here. What does the Urshifu even do? I actually would prefer he actually gets rid of the Urshifu on this turn. So I'm not even going to bother protecting here. I just want to get damage. I want the Urshifu to drop so I can get a free switch out into something. That's what I wanted to happen here. I just don't want to go swap into something, keep the Urshifu around. I want it to go... I'm just going to Moonblast here again on the Okidoggy. Just going to protect. No fake out. I don't know, well, close combat doesn't even take him out. Knock off, okay. I mean, my opponent's trying. Like, he's making some good plays. Like, that was a good play, that turn. That was a great turn for me. I didn't forgot he had protect. I didn't think he was going to use that, though. Like, he wants their Urshifu to stay around because it doesn't do anything into him. But, like, now I can kind of go into the Mewtwo here and just start doing a shit ton of work. Like, what does he have for Mewtwo at this point in the game? Like, I don't know. Like, I can also go Terra Normal if I really want to as well, so he can't hit me with a knockoff. I'm gonna go for Wicked Blow here. I don't think it's gonna get rid of the Okidog on this turn, but I'm gonna go for Terra Normal so I live a knockoff. And then I'm just gonna go for a Aura Sphere here. Can we win versus the Calyrex Ice team, y'all? The underdog story of a lifetime right here. That thing out of here. Goodbye. I don't even think a Wicked Blow from this range. Like, you're still gonna live. Yeah. Knock off. That's why I went Terra Normal, so I can survive. He gets rid of the life for it, but I don't know if that really matters at this point in the game. I'm still alive. I was hoping the Urshifu would drop so I can go into Chi-Yu. Plus, I can get my free boosted damage. The Beads of Ruin. I think a Wicked Blow from this range does take him out, though, so I'm just going to Wicked Blow. And then I'm going to go for Side Strike here onto the Oranguru. If I really wanted to, I can go into Chi-Yu. He protects. That's fine. You're dead. If I really wanted to, I could go into Chi-Yu just to get the bonus damage off of Beads of Ruin to guarantee a KO onto the Oranguru here, but that was kind of risky if he doesn't protect here. Trick Room. I don't know if Trick Room really matters because I have Sucker Punch still. Actually, I'm dead. I'm dead to the burn. I forgot. Yeah, I'm dead. You can't attack both of my Mons, though. Like, I don't know what else you have. So he has Trick Room, probably Protect. Instruct, for sure. He has Instruct. And probably Foul Play, if I were to guess. I think he just surrenders here. I don't know how he wins this. I don't know how he wins. I'm just going to Side Strike. I don't know how he wins. Yeah. You know, it's really sad, though. Like, I think the only way I actually won this game is because I did a shit ton of damage to the Calyrex early on the switch-in, and I ended up getting that burn. If I never got that burn, I think I would have probably lost the game. It is so sad to where, like, you can barely win versus a Calyrex team unless you get a burn on it, and this goes to show you how fucking broken Calyrex is. Like, I don't know how that thing is illegal, and that's one of the reasons why I hate Regulation G up until this point. Like, I'm still going to try to feature some teams for you guys, but after these next few teams, like this team, I have like one or two other ones I'm going to feature. After that, I'm going to kind of cut back on the Regulation G stuff, and I might switch over to some singles or something else for a while until like double restricted, because I'm going to be real with you guys, I don't really care for Regulation G in it. I don't find it really that fun. It's just the same shit every single game, and like team building is supposed to be fun too by being able to use like some oddball type stuff or like some oddball type sets, and like I can't do that at all without getting destroyed and like not having like a good enough team to really even do anything. Like, you can have a team that's good on the low ladder, but like you reach like a certain point where like you just get destroyed by everything. If you're not using the top like 4 or 5 things like Calyrex or Urshifu, or not Urshifu, Calyrex, Terrapagos, Koraidon, and like Miraidon, like you're just fucked. So that's really awful. I don't know, I hate this format. I think it's really restrictive. Really restricted and really restrictive based off of what you have to play and like the shit you need to counter stuff if you really want to do well. That type of thing, you have like no ability to really team build like anything oddball, which kind of sucks. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but kind of some closing thoughts. Let's talk about this team. Alright, so the team, you guys want to do a really solid Mewtwo team. I think this is probably one of the best ones you're probably going to find. It's a little bit outdated. Like I said, there was a few changes I could probably make with this team. I can maybe, like, if I really wanted to, I'd probably get rid of the Misty Terrain off of the Whimsicott and throw something else on there. Like Fake Tears or like some other supportive move. Even like a like some other like weather. I think it gets, I don't think it gets rain dance, but it gets a few other, I think it might get sandstorm, I'm not sure. There's a few other like supportive moves Whimsicott gets that could be pretty good. I think it gets like Cotton Spore or something too for like speed control or something. There's a few other things it does. Stun Spore, Poison Powder, I don't know, something. I'd throw it on that instead of the Misty Terrain, because like you don't see Miraidon nearly as much, and like the terrain you do see is sometimes Size Spam and sometimes like grassy terrain teams, but it's not like nearly common enough to really warrant running like a different terrain. And I think like the other thing I'd maybe switch out on the team with the Ogerpon. I think Ogerpon's really fallen off just mainly because like Koraidon's on like every team, and like in the sun, like it, first of all, it does nothing to Koraidon anyways, and you add the sun to that, and like it just doesn't do anything to Koraidon at all. It's pretty much useless, and like a lot of the stuff Koraidon runs alongside it also destroys Ogerpon, usually like Raging Bolt and like Walking Wake. You usually can't really do much into Walking Wake, and it can do a lot into you. Like it can't go for water moves, but like fire moves are neutral on you, and like dragon moves are neutral, so like a lot of the other stuff just destroys you, so I don't know. I'd probably switch the Ogerpon out. I don't know what I'd really switch it out for, like another water type. I'm not sure which one I would switch it out for, like maybe a normal type or like some type the team doesn't have. Steel type, maybe, I don't know, dragon type, I don't know. So I haven't really thought about it because I don't plan on using the team like incredible amount much anymore. I'm probably going to end up disbanding the team in a few weeks anyways, so I don't know. So if the rental does not work in a few weeks, that's probably why. I'll probably only have this team up for maybe about 2-3 weeks, and then I'll probably build something else if I'm motivated enough to build any more new Regulation G teams, that is. So apart from that, if you guys want to use the team rental, put up in the corner, pokepaste down below. Let me know how you guys did with the team and what you guys thinking, or any type of feedback. Apart from that, I think I have one more team on the way. I have a Rayquaza team that I've been using on the ranked ladder. It's probably been my best team so far, which really isn't saying very much because a lot of my teams have been pretty bad. I've hit a ceiling with a lot of my teams compared to like Regulation F. I have not had like a single team that's gotten past a certain point no matter what I tried to build, which kind of says a lot. So I don't know. I guess technically it's my best team, but I don't know. It could be a little bit different depending on what you define as best and what I define as best, at least for me personally. So keep that with a grain of salt. But that'll be one other team I try to feature here in the next few weeks, probably like the next week or so. I'll throw that one out. I've featured Rayquaza already, but it's one of my teams I kind of want to feature for you guys. Apart from that, I got a few other things on the way, like a few other teams I'll probably feature around a few restricteds, and then I might pivot to some singles content or something else. Let me know if you guys want to see anything different in the comments down below, whatever other stuff you'd like to see. If there's anything like Pokemon you guys want to have me find, like try to feature anything specifically, or what else you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below. Open to a bunch of ideas and suggestions. But apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody.